I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta shoot with the button though, but you know what I'm saying? If you can do that same with the button, you make a lot of money, boy.
You know damn well niggas are not.
A lot of money.
Alright, so look, I didn't realize how good this build was, man. I'm not gonna lie, I had to make a video on it, and I'm not gonna waste any more time. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this video. Alright, so for the first thing we did was make the position a PG. We had to make it a PG. You know what I'm saying? When we play Rec and Pro, we want to be put at the PG the entire time. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be put at shooting guard at all. So we want to be able to put the position at PG. I'm not even gonna waste too many time on that. Height 6'2". Now look, I would say 6'4" is probably a better height. I've seen a lot of comp players use a 6'4". And I think the 6'4" may be better than 6'2", but 6'2" is better in its own way because it gets so many attributes, right? Like 6'4", you have to really compromise on what you're gonna do with the build. Whereas 6'2", it's like, bro, you can get every single attribute you want, bro. And look, we're gonna see later on in the video what I'm talking about. So the weight is 184. Weight 184. Look, that's what we need to be as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying? We want to get high speed with ball, because you see how fast I'm moving, bro? That's because of the weight and the speed with ball we end up getting in this video. Now the wingspan is 6'3". Now we did 6'3" wingspan just so we could be able to get 99 3 ball, but we're not even gonna get 99 3 ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting like this without a 99 3 ball. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of scary without a 99 3 ball, but we're gonna see how much 3 ball I have when we get into it. But let's get into the finishing. So for the finishing, we have 72 close shot. Helps you get bronze, flow game. Look, we aren't doing any close shots. We're barely even dunking, I'm gonna be honest, but we still have dunk though, but we're barely even dunking. 76 driving layup, that helps you get layup mixmaster on bronze. Now layup mixmaster on bronze is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's real cool. I really don't do layups though. Like I told y'all, bro, we don't do layups with this build. I'm dunking the ball or I'm shooting a 3. I barely shoot middies, I'm gonna be honest. But then we have 87 driving dunk. It helps you get silver posterizer. Now you could max +1 or max +2 if you want to, right? But we end up having silver posterizer. Now look, I'm gonna be honest, 87 driving dunk helps you get the contact dunks, but 87 driving dunk with the silver posterizer, it's amazing, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Now I'm not dunking on every single body because I'm 6'2". Smaller builds really aren't able to dunk on people as frequently and as often, but it's still good. You know what I'm saying? And you really don't even need 87 dunk. For the people that are asking like, how would you make the build better? Because everybody has those questions. You don't need to have contact dunks with this build because you're shooting so much, right? So you can put it on shooting or you can put it on defense, whatever you would like to do. But I'm just letting you know, you really don't need contact dunks. But if you want to dunk on somebody, this is the build for you. This is a BP build at the end of the day. Now, standing dunk 32. You can't get standing dunks on smaller builds, right? So there's no point of upgrading it. Not even a little. You know what I'm saying? Don't even upgrade a little, bro, because there's no point of having stand dunk on small guards because you don't even get the animations, right? So you shouldn't even put it on. Now, post control 31. Post control 31, listen, we're 6'2". We're not posting up anybody. You know what I mean? We're not posting up anybody. We're just literally driving, dunking, and shooting the ball and dribbling. We are not posting up. What are we? We're not Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go on to the shooting. Now the shooting, we get a lot of badges, man. We get a lot of badges. But first thing we're going to talk about is the mid-range. 83 mid-range. Now 83 mid-range, look. We barely shoot mid-ranges, but it is consistent at 83. You don't need to have it at 85 or 90. Last year, you probably had to have it at 90 or 95 or 99 for it to just go in consistently, right? But this year, 83 midi is so perfect, bro. You can shoot 10 middies and make 10 middies straight with 83 midi. So it's like, what's the point of having the other mid-range, the higher mid-ranges? You know what I'm saying? Now, three-pointer, 93. But we end up using 5 cap breakers on three-pointer, right? Now, we end up getting mini marksman on Hoff, but then we max +1 it to get it on legend, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, mini marksman, you need it. You know what I'm saying? Mini marksman, you need it. I'm not gonna say it's the best badge. It's probably the worst badge out of all 5 of them, shooting badges wise, but it's still a badge that you need. Now, if you make a 6'4", you don't get mini marksman, I believe, so it's not that detrimental, but it's still a great badge to have. Now, limitless range, we end up getting that on Hall of Fame as well, but then we put it max +1 to get legend. Look, we have a lot of max +1s, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, we have a lot of max +1s, max +2s, because we specialize in shooting. I don't know if I said that already, but we specialize in shooting, so we're gonna get a lot of max +1 or max +2s for the shooting. Then we have Deadeye. Deadeye is on legend as well. It starts off at Hall of Fame, but then we max +2 it to legend. Now I know you're not supposed to max +2 it because you only need a max plus 1. Now look, we have a lot of max plus 2s and max plus 1s, so we end up using Deadeye to get to legend, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you have 98 3-pointer, you're gonna be able to, with shooting specialization, you're gonna be able to use max plus 2s on a lot of Hall of Fame badges, which in theory is crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, that's all we need. That's all we need. Now shifty shooter as well. We get shifty shooter on legend as well, using a max plus 1. It was on Hall of Fame before, but now it's on legend. So now we get almost every legend badge, bro. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of crazy. Now we get set shot on Hall of Fame as well. I'm not sure if we get it on legend. I think we may get it on legend, bro. I think we may get set shot on legend. I'll put it on the screen for sure. I don't want to steer y'all wrong, but that's 5 legend shooting badges, bro. And 98 3-pointer, you're not missing, bro. You're not missing wide open. I'm gonna be honest. Now free throw 82, it's really consistent. You can really have a 60 free throw as long as you know the timing, bro. It's gonna go in most of the time. It's gonna go in most of the time if you know the timing, bro. That's all I gotta say. Now we go on to playmaking. Now playmaking, pass accuracy. We have it on 83, but then we not max plus 1. We put 1 cap breaker on the pass act to get 84 pass act. People gonna ask, why'd you do that? Is to get versatile visionary on gold. There is a difference, bro. There is a difference between the silver and gold. I can definitely feel the difference. The passes get there way faster, way smoother. So I would highly recommend getting 84 pass act. Now people gonna be like, yo, why didn't you get 85 pass act for bailout? Bailout sucks this year. I'm gonna be honest. It's probably one of the worst badges value wise in the game this year. So I don't think you should even use it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even aim to get it. But that's just me. But what you get with this 83 pass act is you get dimer on gold, you get break starter on silver, and like I said, we get versatile visionary on gold once we put that cap breaker on versatile visionary. Now we go on to our cap breaker on pass act. Now we gonna go to ball handle. Ball handle is a 91 right now, but then we put 3 cap breakers on ball handle to get 94 ball handle. I'm telling you, this is nice. This is nice right here. Now our unpluckable goes from silver to gold, right? But then our handles for days, right? It goes to Hall of Fame, but then we put a max plus 2 to make it legend. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, yo, why do you keep putting max plus 2s on Hall of Fame badges? Bro, we can't put it on anything else. We can't put it on anything else, right? So we gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? And handles for days on legend, man, it feel like I can dribble all day. It feel like I can dribble all day, bro. I don't know. It feel like I can dribble all day, bro. So I'm gonna keep it right there. And then ankle assassin on gold is what we get once we up our ball handle as well. I get ankle breakers sometimes. I wouldn't say I get ankle breakers every play down or often, but I definitely get it sometimes. I remember made somebody slip on the floor, man. It was hilarious, bro. But we go into speed with ball. So speed with ball 90. Now we have speed with ball 90. I believe. So we got this to 94. Now we got this speed with ball to 94, right? Now 94 speed with ball, bro. Amazing, bro. It gets you lighting launch on legend, bro. Legend is crazy. It gets you lighting launch on legend, bro. You need it, bro. You need it bad. Once you plus for it. Now, if the player literally feels so faster, bro. Like when you're 6'2" and you're moving fast with a 94 speed with ball, bro, it feels like nobody can keep up with you, bro. That's literally what it feels like. I feel like no one can keep up with you on this game, bro. So it feels kind of crazy. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Make sure you get that legend lighting launch. It makes your player just literally run faster than anybody else on the court. And you can tell a difference. I have a 6'6" guard, and I compare that to a 6'2" guard, and bro, my 6'2" guard moves way faster than my 6'6". Now, I do like my 6'6" just a little bit more, but a 6'2" is definitely fun and can score on anyone. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a challenge for me on a 6'6". Now we go on to defense. Now, defense, we have 40 interior. We're not getting any stops in the paint. Any stops in the paint with a 6'2". If you think you'll get some stops, you're not getting any. So don't even waste any attributes on that thing. Now we go to 85 perimeter defense. 85 perimeter defense gets you silver challenger, silver on ball menace, silver pick dodger, and gold off ball pass. Now look, I have some defense, right? But you are small. So if you try to use this in park, bro, you're gonna get bullied. I tried to use this in park one time. I literally got bullied the entire time. So I highly suggest you don't bring this to park. This is just for the rec or 5v5 like pro am and stuff like that. So I'm gonna highly suggest only using this in 5v5 modes. Now steal 85 helps you get gold interceptor and silver glove. Glove badge does not work this year. I'm gonna be honest. You're not getting any steals this year, but interceptor does work. It works tremendously on the 85 steal. I have 73 steal on my 6'6", and it feels amazing. So when I have 85 steal, bro, if you press that button, bro, you're gonna get the steal all the time and every time. You know what I'm saying? You might even get a crazy lane animation where your player jumps up and just snatches it out the air, you know, and that's what you need on 6'2" build. You need some high steal. You know what I'm saying? Because when I guard the corner, all I need is steal for real. I don't even know if I really need that high perimeter because people don't really give the ball to the people in the corner. But I mean, if you have somebody that's going at you the entire time, then that's when the perimeter goes into play. Now, I haven't played anybody like that yet, but there definitely are people like that in the world for sure. Now, 50 block, this is just to get contest. Now, I'm going to be honest. This isn't really saving me. I'm going to be honest. This is not saving me to get any sort of contest, bro. But I do still have block on every player I have just to have a chance to get in contest, right? If you can find a way to get this block the highest it can, right? Even though it doesn't really matter because you're 6'2", I highly suggest getting this block as high as possible just to get contest, because some blocks are weird. Some people in the corner like to ISO. Some people like to just shoot over you for fun. You don't want that on this build. That's all I'm going to say. Now we're going to go on to rebounding. Now look, I don't even got to say too much. 26 O board, 45 D board. We're not getting any rebounds on this player. Don't even expect yourself to get any rebounds with a 6'2". What I will say though is try to get box outs, right? Try to get box outs, bro. That should be your goal as a 6'2" guard. I do that on my 6'6" guard just to help my center get the rebound. So all you gotta do when the shot goes up, just run immediately to the center and box him out, bro. You know what I'm saying? That helps your center get the board. And your team will be happy, bro. They'll call you the greatest for doing it, I promise. Now let's go to physicals. Physicals, 90 speed. You don't really need 90 speed, right? But it comes with that when you have the speed with ball. And look, let me tell you, that speed, you need that jump. You need that speed. Now you don't. Now it's not. Now I know I just said you don't need it, but like it's good for getting back on breaks. I'll explain real quick. So let's say you miss a shot, or your man's at the hash misses a shot. You can run straight back fast, get back fast, because most shooting guards don't have that high speed on this game, right? So you can get back faster. You can get steals and stop them on a break, etc. Make sure you foul too, because you're not contesting any of those shooting guards, because all shooting guards are 6'8". If they say 6'2", they see your food basically. Now agility 82, agility 82. I really don't know why I did agility 82. You can get a lot of motion styles with this. Now I use Donovan Mitchell. For all the people that's gonna ask what motion style do you use, I use Donovan Mitchell. So you don't even need that high of agility for Donovan Mitchell. So I'm not even gonna speak too much on that. Now strength 45. I know a lot of people say, yo, like strength is needed. I'm gonna be honest, strength is good, but you don't need it, especially when you're fast like this. You're running 1,000 miles per hour with this build. Nobody's gonna catch up with you, especially running up the court, bro. Like if somebody tries to press you, bro, like look, if they get that initial bump, you'll feel it, but they gotta get that initial bump first. You know what I'm saying? So keep running as fast as possible. They're not even gonna bump you half the time. Now vertical 75, it helps you get those contact dunks with that 87 dunk. Like I said though, I barely dunk with this player, so it's not that crazy. To only have 87 dunk and 75 vert, but it still helps you get those contact dunks, which is what you might need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to dunk more than me. I like getting the threes up, but I like to have the option as well. But yeah, man, that's it for the build, and that's it for the video, man. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And look, we posting every day. I'll ask that you like, comment, subscribe, bro. But spam 101 out. Let's get it.